Well, I think I introduced myself last time when we met, both you were here.
Yeah, there were a few
I find some new faces today. Well, what? Well, I'm Dr. V.S. Atwal. I'm PhD analytical chemistry. My basic profession is teaching. I taught in Punjab government colleges for more than 35 years. After superannuating in 2011, then I joined a private group of colleges, GGS, Guru Gobind Singh Group of Colleges. It is situated in Hoshiarpur, comprising 3 constituent colleges: a Polytechnic Engineering College, a Management and IT College, Women Degree College. So I'm still continuing over there because the retirement age has been raised by Punjab Technical University to 70 years now. I'm already 66. So I can continue with that group of colleges. Well, in our IT colleges, what we do some personality development programs for the graduates, so that there is a lot of chances of getting the employment in IT sector in India. Because getting a degree, simply a degree, is just you get certificated and it makes you to stand in a queue of unemployed persons. Until unless you have some over and above that piece of paper, the certificate, only then you get the employment, only then you become an eye catcher for the recruiting officials. Well, I think everybody is comfortable. I can use some Punjabi also. I know a lot of Punjabi. I will keep on using Punjabi off and on. Sure. I will make my talk a little, non-technical, because you had a lot of technical talk about your business from Ms. Thompson and SSQ team. But the type of business in which you guys are, insurance business, I'd like to talk a little bit basic. What is insurance? Well, you have heard 3 terms. Assure, ensure, and insure. And above all, make sure. You must know what is insurance. Well, the term assure means a promise. So I'll be using my parchiyan use karunga, as we have been using in the examination. Rather, we have been preventing using in the examination. So assure is a promise.
At least you're using openly.
Thank you. If you permit. The first word, assure, is promise. Well, just an example. I give you a car, and I assure you the car is safe to drive. Start hundi hai, chaldi hai. I give you the keys. That is assurance. It's safe to drive. I'm raising your confidence by giving a car, it's there parked, and I assure you that it is safe to drive the car. That's assurance. Second is insurance. This is a sort of confirmation. Okay? I ensure you car has plenty of gas in its fuel tank, and it can go a long way. That is the second point. Insurance. Giving a car, filling it with enough fuel so that you can go on a long drive. And finally, insurance, the protection. Right? I advise you to protect yourself by getting an insurance policy for your car when you have enough fuel in the car and you are going on a long drive. So that is insurance. So that is the genesis of insurance. All these words mean the same thing actually. Assure, insure, insure. But when you are in this business, you must use all these terms. But finally, you should make sure by laying more stress on the last word. That is, get insured to have a protection. And to convey to the masses, convey to the clients that how important the insurance is. You must have a personality. You must have a grip. You must not have any stage fear of coming over here and talking to the people. That comes under personality development. So, for laying stress on getting insured, you must have a befitting personality. थोड़े पंजाबी च आपां कहने एक कशिश होनी चाहिए so that people लोकी थोनू सुनदे ने और ध्यान नाल सुनदे ने. They just don't don't walk away. Whatever he's saying, which is okay. But they should personalities थोड़ी जानी कशिश होनी चाहिए है कि लोकी थोनू खड़े होके सुन और क्रॉस क्वेश्चन करें जे उन्हां दी कोई queries है. Only then you will become successful. For that, अपनी personality जो कशिश जान वास्ते, there are some tips. You must have lot of soft skills in yourself. You must have a grip, a control on your spoken language. You should have a vocabulary. काफी थोड़े कोल भंडार होना चाहिए शब्दां दा. You know, vocabulary या convey करन दियां, there are so many languages. Well, when I say this, इसका मतलब क्या है? दो, two in English, दो in Hindi or Punjabi, zwei in German, Deutsch, in any language. But when I say this gesture, the body language, that comes above all. भाषावां तो उत्ते जाके हिंदी, पंजाबी, इंग्लिश, उर्दू, जर्मन, फ्रेंच तो उत्ते जाके जेड़ा body language है, ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ you can convey much more. You can go closer to the hearts of the people. The people will be able to, interact with you. They will rather, even if you try to go away from a place, people will follow you. They will seek appointments from you. The personality is not going to change. Only then you will be successful in your business. Many terms we use in our spoken language. कई बार वैसे ही ਆਪਾਂ कई गल्लां use कर लेंदे हैं. The two most abused words are, one is I'm sorry, and the second is I love you. I mean, कहते हैं अपन. Never use these two terms until unless you mean it. Because these two things have very deep meaning. I'm sorry, if I get किसी दे हाथ लग जाए, oh sorry. That's not the way. Okay? And I love you. Every आप कहते हैं, I love your clothes, I love your words, I love respect. So So these are the two most abused words in languages. So never use those words until unless they are really required to be used. And until unless you mean it. So that were a few things ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਨੂੰ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ, ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ, by having a very dominating personality, a personality full of knowledge, personality full of gestures, a personality full of vocabulary, so that you have an impact on the crowd, whatever you convey. Personality is just not the outlook, what I'm wearing, how I look, my pag kis tarah di bandi hegi hai. This is not personality. This is just a fraction of personality. Beauty, rang, height, ये सब personality का बहुत छोटा part है. So many personality is a blend of so many things. Just imagine this soft skill आ जाती है, behavior आ जाता है, how you react to the people, how you listen to the people. That's very very important. कई बारी अगला अपनी गल complete नहीं करता, ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿੱਚ बोलना शुरू कर देते हैं. That is very damaging. So all these things must be blended into you. I lay always more stress. I always lay more stress on personality. Okay. Now a few things. How can you make your business flourish? Because insurance business data hai, this is man to man. The first thing when you join this business or any other networking business, the first thing is you must take a big dream. Otherwise, जो अपन कर रहे हैं, we are doing. This is something different. थोड़ा हट के अपन करना चाहते हैं by joining the business. So first thing is you must have very big dream. If you are not a dreamer, you cannot be an achiever. You cannot be a winner. बड़े तो बड़ा सपना लो. Take big dream. Set your goal. कित्थे तक पहुंचना है. Sky is the limit, or even beyond the sky, the space is the limit. Take big dreams, set big goals, then work hard to see your dreams coming true. That is the miracle. चमत्कार जेड़ा है. ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਚਮਤਕਾਰ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ? How miracles happen. Miracles don't happen at their own. You have to make them happen. ये नहीं कि ਆਪਾਂ ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਲੈ ਲਈਏ, ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਈਏ, ਮੰਦਿਰ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਈਏ, ਮਸਜਿਦ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਈਏ, ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਲੈ ਲਿਆ ਬਸ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, and then keep sitting and waiting ਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਛੱਪੜ ਪਾੜ ਕੇ ਕੁਝ ਦਿਖੇਗਾ, miracle ਹੋਏਗਾ. It never happens. You have to work hard to make the miracles happen. So dream big, set your goal, work hard, see your dream happening in reality. That is the real miracle. For that purpose, you have to keep two things in mind, very very important. First thing is list. Daily make a list of people to whom you have to speak to about your business, whom you have to make join the business. Make a list. Then after making a list, the most important thing is ask. Speak to the people. Phone pe, meetings they will go to their places. Until unless you don't ask the people, somebody else will go and ask. You have to come out of your comfort zone. Make a list, come out of your comfort zone, ask the people, tell them the benefits, tell them the technical things about your business. only then you will be successful, only then your dream will be fulfilled. So these two very important things in this business: enlist the people, make a list, come out of your comfort zone, ask the people, go on giving a tick mark to whom you have spoken, to whom you are yet to speak, what was the answer of the first of 5-10%, how to follow them up. Don't leave until unless you catch the fish. That's it. That's the crux of this business. Sometimes you may get frustrated. The people may not listen to you. The people start avoiding you. But the winners never quit. They keep on. They keep on, asking, keep on listing until unless they achieve their goals. Never give false assurance to the people. Speak the truth. Tell the reality. Because you may be able to rope in a few people on flimsy grounds, but that won't last very long. That will be just a passing show. Once the reality comes into the light, people come to know the real things, you will be zero from that day onwards. So never hide the realities and never inflate the things. जिन्नी गल है उन्नी ही करो. Tell all the benefits of your insurance policy to the people one by one. Don't hide anything and never hesitate about telling what benefit you are getting by enrolling those people. Okay? And then finally, encourage them to be at your level. As you are all working to be at higher and higher level, I believe it is something like that. So, ask the new clients to get recruited and start recruiting further, so that, in a day we have just 24 hours. 24 ਘੰਟਿਆਂ ਚੋਂ 8 hours we sleep, 8 hours we work for a company ਜਿੱਥੇ actual ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹਾਂ, and you're left with 8 hours traveling, eating, planning, right? Those 8 hours. We cannot increase the number of hours in a day. We have 2 hands, 2 legs. We cannot have 24 hands, 48 legs, 10 heads like Ravan. We cannot have. But if you have a good team working for you, you will have many, many hours. I will say 24 raised to the power n. It can be n can be any number, depending on what is the size of your team. You can have many more arms working for you, many more hands working for you, many more legs walking for you, if you have a good team with you. So that is how we can increase the number of hours in a day, number of hands, number of legs, number of, well, actually, I could come to know about the technical things today only. I'll speak, if I stay longer over here, I'll speak more about the technical things too with you guys. Because there is a, I think you might have heard, since you are in a business for a very long time, this term, VUCA. Have you heard about this term? This is a global term for the working organizations. How to work in an organization, maybe an insurance company like you, maybe a big public sector, maybe a hospital, maybe a college, maybe a university. It comprises of 4 words, VUCA. V is for volatility. The dynamics, how the things are changing, volatile. Everything is volatile. in the world these days. Nothing is, every day some development is taking place. That's dynamics. U is for uncertainty. You think something today, determine something today, the next day the terms and conditions might have changed. Okay? So always, there is always uncertainty. C for complexity. Things are not as simple. Rati Sopna, they are this way. Baba Baba Hojani, it's not like that. Things are very complex. Complexity. And finally, A is for ambiguity. Nothing is certain. Everything is ambiguous. You are running with your folded eyes in smoke, where nothing is visible. Everything is ambiguous. God knows when will something you'll catch, you will be able to catch. So I have got of material on VUCA, and next time, I think when we meet, we can speak a lot about this. Okay, so this is the crux, the basic thing of any organization. That is volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So, if you want to be a winner in any business, particularly the insurance business, you must have just one reason why you want to work. That is dream big, set bigger goal. Okay, so you must have one reason. The winners have just one reason. You might have read that Arjun ਨੂੰ ਮੱਛੀ ਦੀ ਅੱਖ ਦਿਖਦੀ ਸੀ, ਕਈਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਪੂਰਾ ਚੱਕਰ ਦਿਖਦਾ ਸੀ, ਕਈਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੱਛੀ ਦਿਖਦੀ ਸੀ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਿਰਫ ਮੱਛੀ ਦੀ ਅੱਖ ਦਿਖਦੀ ਸੀ. That's why he shot in the bull there, shot in the eye over there. So all winners have one reason to succeed. But losers have a list of reasons. ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਇਆ? ਮੈਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸੀ, ਮੈਂ ਤੋਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ, ਮੇਰੀ ਲੱਤ ਦੁਖਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਈ, ਜਾਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਡੀ ਖਰਾਬ ਹੋ ਗਈ, things like that. The losers have a list of reasons. Well, for that, I would like you to play a video just for 5 minutes. Please listen to that.